picture. Well, they wanted my brand new phone with all the pictures of the kids and the wife. A struggle ensued, and then fat children took my life. Fat children took my life. Fat children took my life. Fat children took my life.
On tonight's South Bank show, we travel to Paris to meet one-time Pulp frontman Jarvis. Pulp was one of the most popular bands of the 1990s, with hits like Do You Remember the First Time and Common People. Although Pulp has never officially disbanded, Jarvis moved to Paris 4 years ago with his family, taking a break from the band and from the spotlight. Last year, he re-emerged, releasing his first solo album, Jarvis. We met in the Hotel de Créon in Paris to talk about songwriting, his ambivalent attitude towards fame, and what he likes about his new life in France. Was it just practical coming to live in Paris? You married a French woman, or was it you wanted to really get out of England?
Well, part of it was practical because my wife, I met her in England and she'd lived there for 5 years and she did want to move back. But I suppose also I was kind of ready for a change.
Was there a sense of getting out? I've had enough of this.
Well, I suppose you don't leave a place if you're absolutely buzzing off it and really having the time of your life. You'd be daft to up sticks and move, wouldn't you? But it certainly wasn't like I stamped out in disgust or something like that, you know. And if anything, you know, moving to Paris has probably made me fonder of the UK. It's easier to like somewhere if you don't actually live in it, isn't it? Because it can't kind of destroy your lovely picture of it by, you know, reality intruding into it.
You're living very near the Gare du Nord, where you can hop on the train back to London.
Yeah, I'm kind of cheating slightly. Some people like to say, yeah, I'm a rock and roll gypsy. Wherever I lay my hat is my home, whatever. I've never really been like that. Although I kind of realise that change is necessary, I have to be dragged into it. And so when I moved here to Paris, I was taking precautionary measures. So I was near to the train station, so if I freaked out, I could get on the train. It's been quite good for me living here. It gave me space inside my head. I suppose it just provided a bit of punctuation for me, really. I'm not a massive fan of overdoing it on the self-awareness tip, you know, because I think that can just lead to some kind of stasis, that you overanalyse everything and turn inward too much, and then you can't actually do anything anymore.
We're here in Butte-Chaumont, which is probably my favourite park in Paris. This place we're in here is a kind of cave. You would think it would have lots of bats in it, but as you can probably hear in the background, it seems to be home to a lot of pigeons. Now this bit here, in the summertime, there's kind of like a bit of a raging torrent of water coming down. Seems to be a little bit stagnant at the moment. I guess they've turned the water supply off. That's one of the funny things about this park, which is that it's all man-made, and that's one of the things that I like about it. It's that kind of collision between mankind and nature, I suppose. And it's trying to be real, but it isn't, because it's somebody's interpretation of what nature should be. Maybe because I was born in a city, that interests me. If I'm in the countryside, I just get freaked out, because I don't understand it, because I never lived there. Whereas this, you can understand it a bit more. It's nice to have a bit of space. We're going to get invaded by some kids in a minute now. I was just going to say, it's nice to have a bit of space to see things on your own. We better let them get on with it, haven't we?
There was a suggestion that you, when you came here, you were going to give up performing. What drew you back to performing?
The idea of being a pop performer at the age of 40 just filled me with dread. I thought, no, 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 do something more dignified or more sensible or something.
But we're surrounded by old-age pensioner pop performers at the moment.
Well, that's it, but that's like I say, you know, people are living longer, so I guess it makes sense for people to keep prancing around longer. And also, I suppose it just depends where you take your examples from or whatever. But I kind of did have this feeling. It wasn't just an age thing. I suppose it was mixed in with getting married and having a kid as well, and this kind of feeling like, I've got to be, you know, like a responsible grown-up adult now. And then very soon after that was the realisation that I hadn't got a cat in hell's chance of becoming that, you know.
Black magic that blows your mind away, takes you somewhere that you wanna stay. You only get to stay one day. All that cold black magic.
People who know you say you're quite shy and self-conscious about things, and yet you get the balls to go out and have a go. Do you see a very different aspect of your character going out and having a go?
It is me on the stage, but I suppose it's an amplified version. I'm less self-conscious than I'm in normal life because I suppose people are there and lights are on you, so it's your job to talk and to show off, you know. People have paid the money, so I feel that I feel okay about doing it. Whereas in normal life, if I walk into a room, I'm not one of those people who kind of walk in and go, "Hi, I'm here. Come on, let's all have a party," because I don't know. I don't think it's my place to do that, you know. I have to be asked.
Is there anything more wretched than to just have caught one sight? Well, the eyes that saw the glory have been blinded by the light.
Why did you decide to come back as a solo artist rather than to regroup with Pulp?
Having gone through that, we can't really call it a dark midnight of the soul, I don't know, semi-obscure mid-afternoon of the soul or whatever, and thinking that I was going to stop. It was kind of almost like as if one side of my brain was trying to trick the other side. So the logical side said, right, stop, be sensible. So the other side immediately started kind of feeding ideas for songs and little bits of, you know, phrases and stuff like that. Little tidbits or whatever. And I did write this record on my own, you know. When I was with Pulp, even though I wrote the words, we would always work on it as